Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly indices forecast. So let's see what is going on DAX right now. After this big retracement and reaction, again we stopped a little bit on the previous tops. There is of course area of the resistance here, but the more powerful and more important is still higher around this zone. Weekly chart is still pointing up, so we can really expect again that price at least will continue to this zone. If we have stopped here, then of course bigger retracement of the weekly is still possible. This is our weekly area of the support when this retracement can happen. So if we go to daily chart, we'll also see here that momentum stopped a little bit. It's still climbing up, but with no power, if I can say like that. Yeah, we see that it's going up, range, then spike, stop, again pushing up. So it's very lazy up move, but it's still there is still continuation. So as long as we are pointing up, as long as this daily trend line is holding, we can expect continuation to this level. So right now, every form of the retracement is good opportunity to buy. So we wait for the daily retracement, for example, 36 trend line. We try to buy. We go to 4-hour chart. We wait for the retracement to the 36 CMA. And again, we try to buy this. On the 4-hour chart, we have trend line like that, but basically it's close to this. It's like a volatility line. So we don't have good, like say, healthy trend line on the 4-hour chart. So we will just base on the 36. If we go to 1-hour chart, you see this whole noise. Now price made for us like this 1, 2, 3, more or less, but it's again very ugly situation. It's not showing momentum like for example here. It's still pointing up, so basically we can do what we can do. We can go to lower time frames and we can still look for buy scenarios. And if we think to trade against main direction, for example, to sell it to target daily 36 and daily trend line, at least we need to see that price is breaking this 36 CMA. Yes, and then you can start to look for short scenarios. Right now, just wait for any retracement and try to buy this. NASDAQ weekly time frame, same story like DAX. We just stopped around this zone. Right now we have this resistance here. Another resistance on the weekly chart is here, and the next one higher around this area. Yeah. So now let's go to lower settings, to lower time frames, to see what we have. So we have this. We see that price is struggling right now. We have this daily trend line here, and we are basically in kind of the range here on the daily chart. We see that price is not gaining any momentum, nothing. It's in the range without any decision right now. So ideally, of course, we would like to see breakout here or breakout here. Then we'll have clear idea where price might to go. Yeah? So in case of the breakout, we have next resistance. In case of the breakout here, we have this trend line on the daily chart. So yeah, so we will see. Maybe price will continue this range here until this touch of the trend line, and then of course we'll get better situation, because if we have breakout, we can expect deeper moves. If of course we have breakout here, then it's still the same. Okay. But Nasdaq right now in the range. Of course, if you like to trade in the range, you have to wait for price to reach this resistance. You try to sell. If price reach again this support, you try to buy. Okay, so that's all what we have right now. If you go to lower time frames, no, we have to wait. Yes, so wait at least for to reach the resistance and then try to sell this. US 30, it's going up. So there was like a false breakout of this range previously. Now it started to go up. Next resistance for US 30 is up here. We have another level a little bit higher here. And of course, the last stop is here. And the support zone on this previous bottom. But right now it's climbing up. So basically, let's go to lower time frames to see what we have. So we have this resistance, of course, this higher point of the resistance also around this zone, climbing up. Daily trend line right now we can only draw this, but it's not good because again we cannot get good angle. We can only draw this line, yes, but it's not like a daily, it's also like a weekly line. So now it's climbing up. So basically, also here we need to see retracement. For example, the 36 EMA, we look for buy scenarios, target those two levels. We go to 4-hour chart. No, 4-hour chart is again a little bit noisy, as we don't have like a clear situation. The thing is that we can try to draw a trend line, but it's also not so perfect line. It's like this with the 36 EMA, so we still leave the 36. If we go to 1-hour chart, you see no clean directions going up, it's going down. So we really have to wait right now to have like a clear idea where price might to go. So for me, will be breakout of this resistance, and then we can look for buy scenarios. And in terms of the sells, breakout of the, but sells of course for day traders only, yes. So breakout of this, and then short scenarios, target day 36 EMA, and in case if price of course breaks this trend line or this area of support, which is before this trend line. So this is how I see US 30 right now. So ideally, this option, Nikkei, pointing up, still in the range. Yes, range is very visible here. This is the last spike. This is the support zone. So if we go to daily chart again, we are close to the resistance zone. Yeah, so even on the daily chart, we can see that the highest point is here. So we still have room. So what can, of course, here we can only trade in the range. So what we can do right now, if price reach this zone, we can look for short scenarios, target daily 36 EMA, and this trend line also here. Yeah, so if price breaks 36, then we can look for this trend line. We also have trend line here, but it will be together with a 36 EMA, so we can just use this EMA. So combination. So right now bounces or breakouts whenever price breaks this. You can also buy this if you get, for example, 1 to 3 here. If price will hold the 36 EMA, then you can, and will get bounced, then you can look for buy scenarios and target this resistance here. So 4-hour chart, retracement, every single retracement option to go and buy this still. Lower time frames is not giving us much. Like I said here, retracement and buy. But if we are if we think about the bounces, we still have to wait for price to reach this zone, and then we can try to sell it after. No, we don't have trend line here on the 1-hour chart. This is the line which more or less comes from the 4-hour chart. But if we have, for example, situation that price is going, struggling, and then we have first sign of the break of the 36 lower high, aggressively we can try to sell this against main direction. Or you do something different, you wait patiently for the 4-hour chart to give you sign of the weakness. So you just wait for something, and then if you get 4-hour chart trend line breakout, lower high, lower low, then you can look for the setups and then try to sell this. Target, of course, daily 36 EMA together with this trend line. And AUS200, last one, weekly chart. So it's pointing up, so maybe we'll get again momentum to this zone. If not, what we can have, maybe this will be lower high and price will continue to go down still. If you see on the lower time frames, this is like an up and down move without any 1 to 3s. Right now price reached this resistance area on the daily chart, as you can see here. So we can expect maybe some bounces, some retracements, where this is another area of the support, but it's with the 36 EMA, and another one is lower. So we can expect retracements to this, or still small stop continuation breakout, target, of course, this resistance. So right now 4-hour chart is making double top. So do we have trend line? No, also here we don't have a good line. This is volatility line, but still I like to use the 36 as a trend following EMA. So in this case, if price still retrace to this zone, we can expect and try to buy. Yes, target the previous stop. In case of the breakout, we have next level. If you see that price is breaking and staying above, then you can of course buy. Of course, late entries, but still okay to buy. And if we have situation that price will hesitate, then with the 36 will start to break 36, you will see momentum to sell. Then you can sell and target daily 36 CMA. And in case of breakout of this, price can continue to go down. Okay, so that's all from my side, guys. You see that we don't have much. Indices right now are a little bit tricky because we don't have much. We have volatility, we have moves, but if we go to lower time frames, it's very difficult to trade them. Okay, because on the higher time frames we have trends, but on the lower time frames we have more noise that clean moves. Okay, so keep in mind about that. So thanks again, wish you great Sunday, and hear you soon. Bye.